Today I had a pretty cool experience and I want to talk about it. I was out walking my dog in the forest and I felt that I was kind of heavy. I had a heavy thoughts and I felt limited. And I started to play with the thoughts. I started to play with different outcomes. I started to play with different actions. And when I was starting to play with this, I could see that I was walking into a tunnel portal, and I could see how to describe the experience, because you could see that it's a bit blurry in the beginning. It's almost like a cleanse, and then I just took a choice on something, and it's super simple thing that I took a choice on. But when I took that choice, I could just feel the shifts, and then I was out of the portal. And when I was out of the portal, I could see so clearly. I could feel so clearly. I just felt that I was one with everything, and I had this deep feeling and energy with joy in my whole body, and I couldn't stop smiling. And that was super different from when I started to go into the portal. And it was so cool experience to have, because I have never had that experience before. I have never seen it so clearly. I have never felt, because if we are going to see it in human time, it was maybe a couple of seconds, but in those seconds it just happened so much, and I got to feel all of it. And the reason I wanted to share this and to talk about this is because there are some things here that is important to think about. Because when we have those experiences that change us, that change the perspective, it's important to see, what did that experience do with me? In this case, I could feel the shift, and when I felt the shift, I could also see so much clearer. I could see what the process I'm in right now. I could see clearly what I'm learning, and I could see almost like I'm trying to what I'm seeing is almost like what I could see was the theme and why it's important, and I could then start to feel the fear again, because it's the fear there. And with that experience helped me to get access to those things, because when we are in lower way of thinking, our state is low and limited, it's not easy to see the lessons. It's not easy to see what is the higher perspective and the theme in it. That's the one thing I want to say. And I want to say one more thing, because often we as humans, we can get very addictive. We often, if we feel something, we want to feel the same thing again. And the cool part with our soul, our higher mind, our higher guides, the thing that is coming through is, I have never experienced that it is the same, but I have experienced myself of wanting to experience the same thing again, because it felt so good and I want to go back. Now I have learned that the same thing will not come, because the soul is always helping us to learn to be flexible and to learn that the important thing when we have those experiences is what is they doing to us. How do they shift the perspective? How do they shift the action? How do they shift our way of thinking and seeing something? I think that's the most important thing, because we can see the change if we reflect back on that and stop chasing the same experience again, because that is also limiting, because the next experience and the next experience and the next experience is so much better, because we can see things we have never seen before, and we have never places we have never been before. So by staying open, not by chasing what we have experienced, but being open to actually feel and to be with what am I experiencing and what is the possibilities here if I just stay open and ask for guidance. I always ask for guidance. I is setting intention. I just talk to my higher self and my soul. I talk to my guides, and I just ask for whatever I need, and then I just trust that things are coming. And this experience was super cool, and I also said out loud, now we're talking. Now it starts to be pretty cool, actually. So yeah, be open to the experience and be more curious about what do the experience do with you, because that's the cool part.